Hey gang, welcome back to Music Made Easy, Piano Without Theory. You know, we talk a lot about learning songs and playing the piano, but I wanted to take some time today and just talk about how do you make the most of the time you have sitting in front of the keyboard. What is your posture for the keyboard? Now, one of the things that you should know is exactly, well, how high is my keyboard? How high is my seat? And are they adjusted the right way? Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of a secret. A lot of people don't know that the piano keyboard on a real piano, so if you're talking about a baby grand piano, for instance, it will be right about 28.5 inches. That's how high the keyboard is from the floor. So when you measure a keyboard, it should be right about 28.5 inches. Now, for my keyboard, I have it adjusted a little bit differently because I have a portable piano that can be picked up, put at different heights. So you'll see here, my keys are sitting right about 31 inches off the floor. Well, that means that my keyboard is a few inches higher than a normal piano would be. So how do we compensate for that? The most important thing is not about what height your keyboard or your piano is off the floor. It's about how do you sit at the piano. When you go to play, you will want your elbows to make an L shape, if you will. So you can see here on my right arm, we have an L, and my wrists are generally flat on the piano. This allows me to move my wrists back and forth this way. It allows me to move my fingers back and forth this way so that I have full capabilities with my hand to move around the keyboard. Now, if I was sitting lower, that wouldn't be the case. Let me show you. Here, I've grabbed an old chair, and this might be what you have around your house. Now, when I sit down to my piano, I can still play, and I can do it. I'll tell you though, it's not comfortable. Look here from the side, you'll see that my elbows are not in an L shape, and it feels like my arms are coming up and then my wrists are coming down. I'm not able to move my wrists as good back and forth or up and down this way because I'm in this weird position. This is what you want to avoid in the way that you set your seat height. So what should your seat height be? Well, a real piano set at 28.5 inches, the keyboard, that piano stool should be at 19.5 inches. So if you're playing at a piano, make sure that your chair or your stool is at 19.5 inches. Now, let's look at this one. You can see that my chair, this red chair, is at 18 inches. Now, the difference between the 18 inches and 30 inches to the keyboard, 12 inches, almost a foot. How much do we want though? We want there to be about 9 inches between the top of the stool and the top of the keyboard. When I bring my stool back in, when I measure from the stool to the top of the keyboard, where are we at? Exactly 9 inches. And that is perfect. So the key here is not necessarily to adjust the piano up and down, but you can adjust your seat up and down. Now, I use a Gibraltar drum throne for my seat. And the reason for this is because I can adjust it. No matter what height I set my piano at, I can adjust my stool to match it. Now, you've probably seen some rock players who sit up high on their keyboard. It looks like this. You can't even see my head in the shot right now, but you can see on the side view how my arms are coming down to the keyboard. Now, this is something that some people on stage will want to play this way, and the reason that they want to play this way is because they can stand up easier. They can not worry about being in a seated position for 2 hours doing a concert. So they can easily stand or sit on the stool like this and then stand up as they play a song. So think about Journey, Jonathan Cain. You remember, if you've ever watched him in concert, it'll look like this. So now here I am back at 9 inches, the difference between the top of the keyboard and the stool that I'm sitting on, and I'm on perfect resolution for where I'm playing with my hands and where my butt is sitting on the stool. Guys, I hope that this tutorial today, this tip, this trick, if you will, has helped you so that you can take this information and make the most of your piano time. That's what Music Made Easy is about, is trying to make sure that you love the piano as much as I do, and that you can enjoy sitting here at the keyboard for longer than 30 minutes because your wrists and your arms aren't like this or aren't like this. You're at the perfect height and you can play music for hours. If this is your first time here at Music Made Easy, right here is a double B logo. I'd like you to click it and subscribe. You'll see my new videos each and every Sunday afternoon. And here's a couple other videos that I'd really like you to take some time and watch right now. While you're already here, don't leave and go do something else. Watch Music Made Easy. Hey guys, thanks. Bye.